Keselowski in 14th, side by side with last week's winner, Ryan Blaney.
I think Brad came into this race knowing this is going to be a tall order for him. No dirt experience. I don't think he really prepped at all for this event, and yet here he is. Might pull off a pretty decent finish.
Actually ran a dirt late model one time. One time is all he ran that, but it was so interesting to me, all the different approaches that everybody took. Speaking of approaches, this 19 of Mark Truex Jr., zero approach. The only thing he came here with was a truck race, and by the way, he won it.
Jamie.
And the 19 is not happy. You see that car bouncing around. He said he just can't put any throttle into it. He's too loose and all over the place, but he still was able to make the pass. Now his teammate Denny Hamlin right ahead of him. His spotter is telling him there's still some moisture down on the bottom, so if you can get your left side tires in there, it might help your forward drive.
Well, lap traffic is about to be a factor. Logano with a half-second lead on Hamlin. Logano in the yellow Mustang.
These lap cars are running side by side. They're battling for their own positions here. What do you do if you're Joey Logano? Look at Ty Dillon still hanging that thing out sideways.
Big time. You're going to have to make quick time of them. And it always is on a dirt track like this. It's locked down. Whoever can make the best time and maneuver in lap traffic usually wins these races.
These are all lead lap cars. Cole Custer, Ty Dillon in the 96, and Stuart Friesen in the 77.
You saw Denny Hamlin there move up to the top group, see if you can't find something.
It's still frozen?
These slower lap cars on that outside
No,
lane.
it's not.
Just did
You're
some
lying.
work.
So Custer goes a lap down, and so does the younger of the Dillon brothers.
Yeah, it's not. You're lying.
Friesen ahead for the leaders. 21 to go.
Stuart Friesen was working that top lane. Now he's moved back down to the bottom line. And, I mean, this is a guy that has a lot of dirt experience, so I don't see him making any mistakes. If Joey Logano's going to get by him, it's
Oh, you thought I was?
the door, and he does. Right there, he opens up the door for Joey.
From modified star and now regular in the Camping World Truck Series. Not going to interfere with that lead race between Logano and Hamlin, and that gap still stands at half a second as Newman, Stenhouse, and Byron all fight for sixth place.
Remember what happened between the 6 and the 24 earlier in this race? We'll see if Ryan Newman remembers.
You don't think he'll make it hard on him?
I think he might make it. He makes it hard on everybody, but if you make contact,
Swag.
I'm gonna tell you
Good
what,
luck.
man,
That's all I got to
the
say.
car gets to be about.
Yeah, I wanted to be on. I wanted to be live for the end of this race.
Oh, will he be? Thought better of it, didn't he, Jeff?
Hey.
Oh, maybe.
Well, try it. If you're gonna make this pass, it's gonna have to be the cleanest pass you've ever made on anybody.
And then get gone and in a hurry.
That's the key, Mike. That's the key. You get moving, but you better get gone to where he can't repay the favor, because that will happen.
Martin Truex, 3 seconds back, but gaining slightly on our leader.
Do we have time, Dave? I get there? Yeah, if he keeps doing this, we're fine. He's going to get more traffic, so get our feet that far.
No holding back now, saving tires, Clint. It's go time.
Very interesting conversation right there, and that's what you love about this dirt aspect and what it's brought to the table for our sport. He's literally saving tires till he thinks it's time and go.
Nay, nay. I want to caution me too, bro.
I got old horse, right? Holding back, holding back, holding back. Come on that last corner and let him run.
Now, just like on a concrete or paved track here at Bristol, each one of these lap cars you come to are run a little bit faster, going to be a little bit tougher to get by.
Now these 3 cars are all on the tail end of the lead lap. Dillon in the 3, Briscoe in the 14, and Bowman in the 48.
See, there goes Denny working that high line again, trying to make something work up there.
Well, he has that opportunity right now. With nobody behind him in the rear view, he sees what's in front of him with Logano having trouble with those lap traffic. Maybe go up to the top, try to figure out a way around.
But these are all series regulars racing for points, and in the thick of it, they're not going to just lay over for Logano.
No, of course not. They're racing. They're doing exactly what they've got to do. I mean, yeah, you don't want to like try to make contact with the guy, but you're trying to get yourself back on the lead lap, get the best finish for your race team. And I'm sorry, it's tough for Joey Logano. But remember, Joey Logano was in a
2 right here. You can see him starting to catch him on the outside. Struggles a little bit in 3 and 4, but now you see Joey feeling that pressure. Got to make a move here underneath Chase Briscoe.
And Truex is now closed to 2.5 seconds behind the 2 leaders with 12 to go.
I knew lap traffic was going to be a factor in this thing before it was all said and done. Always has been, always will be at Bristol.
Remember the
Look at Denny work really
PSP
higher and higher and higher. Is there anything up there? I don't know.
game with Matt Kenseth on the cover? No, I don't.
Now Joey Logano's got underneath that last guy.
I never had the PSP.
Those lap cars. Joey did a great job making quick time with those guys, not enabling that 11 of Denny Hamlin to catch him.
Yeah, he's increased his lead.
Now he's got 3 cars to get in between. Now he's forced to stay on the outside.
But how about Hamlin? No matter the surface, no matter the track size, he has had an incredible run of finishes this season.
It's decent.
When you think of Denny Hamlin, it's been this way since I came into the sport.
Better be.
Rookie season, he's always been very, very good at saving his tires. Think about Richmond. Think about Martinsville, track like this. You have to save your tires, be good on your equipment.
Ricky Stenhouse up to 4th place.
Dude, you can't even see on the cameras.
His car was the best it had been all day, and he's proving it.
Yeah, he's making some nice moves.
Kyle Busch is in 18th.
Again, here's one of our guys that does have quite a bit of dirt experience paying off right now.
Look at this 3 wide right there. With everybody battling him up in those cars that just went a lap down. Trying to stay in the free pass position, but only 8 laps to go. Eric Jones, did you see him before the race? He has a completely starched white fire suit.
Not
He's
anymore.
going to need plenty of that time when this thing's over.
Well, that's the whole idea. Right.
The track's going to need some too.
Mike, remember, you talked about it before the race. The last time a Cup race was run on dirt, at 43 was the winner with Richard Petty.
Oh, Hamlin got wide.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, Hamlin's on the wall.
Yeah, there's no grip up there, guys, at all. Now, did he cut a right rear tire down, or was that just getting in the dust?
He's in trouble. He just lost 2nd place to his teammate Truex. He's at least for the moment.
Well, Logano's going to win this race now.
Not either. He needs to get to the
Hamlin's in the wall, yeah.
He had an issue with the right rear tire, but I think he just slid up there. And I don't want to call it a cushion. You know, we thought coming in we were going to say jump the cushion. There's really not a cushion up there.
I knew that kid was full of shit. Alex Bowman isn't going to win this race.
A lot of speed, tried to get it turned. Did a nice job, actually.
Spin out front straightaway, and the caution is out with 4 to go.
Can you show that what's happening? All right, thank you. I hate when they say trouble, but then they don't immediately show what they're talking about. Like I know it sounds like it's a lot to ask for, but it's really not. If you're going to say trouble, you have to immediately, at that exact second, be showing the trouble. You know? There's been times where it's like, trouble! And then they literally wait like 20 seconds to show us what the trouble is.
I'm sure you are. All right, a cut tire for Marlar. He had worked his way back to the lead lap, then got lapped. And the cut tire puts him into the wall. The dust will settle, and we will have a shootout. Single foul restart. Vortex.
Look at all that dust that's like flying out of the track right now. That's pretty cool.
I think so. Yes. Here's the 11.
Never should have let him cut me off. I won't this time. Heads up, TJ. Let him know.
It's going to be a fun fucking finish, y'all. Overtime! Woo!
Yeah, calling out TJ Majors. Joey Slaughter. Let him know. Not going to make it easy.
I don't think you need to tell Joey. He knows.
No, for sure. Probably the best in the business of blocking. Him and TJ Majors, that combination's always been very good. Plate tracks and things like that. TJ races a lot of iRacing stuff at night. If I jump on and log on, he's always on there leading charge. He understands what these guys are going through.
So, Clint, how do you play this restart, being that it's single file?
Well, if I'm who? If I'm Joey Logano, I'm trying to get the best jump I can do. I'm not going to slip up. I'm going to be disciplined when I get down to 1 and 2, because that's where you can mess up. You open the door for Denny Hamlin, he's going to take it.
Okay, so you take that approach because that's a little bit more of a conservative approach. I'm Denny Hamlin. I'm taking chances. I'm taking risks. I'm going to carry more speed speed to the, maybe one groove up, try to get to the outside of Joey Logano, hold him down, pin him down.
In my opinion, the only option Denny Hamlin has to win this race is to bump and run. Better flex some muscle if you're going to win this one if you're level.
Let's do it.
All right, we're going to overtime here in Bristol. We are off next weekend, and then in 2 weeks, we're going to Martinsville.
The mayhem in Martinsville awaits. That's right. The long straightaways and hard-braking turns of the paperclip make it an unrelenting night of racing. For those that have outmaneuvered
Oh yeah, night race too.
their competitors, and this rigid stretch of road, the prize is pretty sweet. Don't miss all the action. Only on FS1.
So if you're coming to Martinsville, Thursday night, the Wheel and Modified Tour. Friday night, the Xfinity Series. Saturday night, the NASCAR Cup Series on the half mile.
I think the only thing that makes the dirt race here at Bristol better is to follow it up with a short track action night race at Martinsville.
Cannot wait for that. One of my favorite racetracks up there. Under the lights is going to be even better.
So Logano will be the leader on the restart. Hamlin on his bumper. Martin Truex. Ricky Stenhouse, who has the best car he's had all day, followed by Daniel Suarez and Tyler Reddick and Ryan Newman.
You know, these guys up there, are they trying to cool their tires down? I see everybody running up high in that darker, kind of where the dirt's settled up top.
That's exactly what they're trying to do, but at this point, I don't think they have much tire left. Going to have to get down there. I don't think this is going to be your last caution. I'm going to call it right now.
Yeah, this stage has run caution-free, and now we're going into overtime, so this is definitely asking a lot.
This
out of
is
these
going to be
tires.
an expensive caution.
It's gonna be an expensive caution.
There are the rules for overtime. If the leader gets the white flag under green, the next flag ends the race. Here's Denny Hamlin and company.
You got the most aggressive guy in the business in this situation leading this race. The most aggressive one. Find a way.
Whoa.
Hey, that's how you motivate your driver, and he's absolutely right. Joey Logano is that
What's he
very aggressive
suggesting?
driver.
Better be aggressive.
All right, pace cars in. 2-lap shootout. Here it is
All right.
on the dirt at Bristol. This is the one you've been waiting for. Incredible overtime.
Oh, he got a good jump with him. You called it. He tried to go to the outside. I don't agree with it. I think this.
Oh, Truex is in the wall.
Martin Truex went straight. I think he's got a right front issue or something.
And here comes Ricky Stenhouse Jr. to the bottom. Yeah, that top group did not work for Denny Hamlin.
I didn't think it would.
That's the best thing for Joey Logano is to see that side-by-side battle in his mirror. White flag.
I think a right front flat on Mark Truex Jr.
Wow, how about the job?
Truex is back in 18th now. That's pretty funny.
Second place right here. It's going to be impossible.
Well, Logano's gonna win. Not exactly what I wanted, but better than Truex winning it.
Stenhouse sends it in.
Yeah, Logano win.
Is going to win the dirt race at Bristol.
How about that? Joey Logano. Unreal. I gotta tell you, what a race. What a battle. All these different leaders. Joey Logano is pumped up to win this dirt race.
Logano wins the Bristol Dirt Race. Hell yeah.
Vince Welch and Michael Waltrip called him out. They said, Blaney won last week after being up in the booth. Joey, you got to go.
And he did it.
And he did. And Martin Truex goes from 3rd to 19th. Last car on the lead lap after cutting down a tire. Logano, Stenhouse, Hamlin, Suarez, and Ryan Newman, the top 5. Byron, Reddick, Blaney, Jones, and Elliott, the top 10.
Fuck, Logano won.
All right there, Jim.
Yeah, not ideal.
You had a choice. You had to go to the outside, try to pass.
It would have been cool to see Stenhouse win, you're right. Or Suarez.
Probably the cordial thing.
Suarez finished 4th, though.
However, I think he's going to think twice about it, though. Now, what's third place here in the 19? Truex just goes up. Man, the car just never turns. Tire issue right from the beginning.
And Stenhouse capitalizes on him.
I'm gonna tell that kid that he can't predict the future.
I think even Joey was like, yeah, I come into this race this weekend. I don't think I got a shot.
He takes that. And he leaves with his 27th career Cup runner-up, Stenhouse.
Denny Hamlin, Daniel Suarez.
I just texted that guy. You can't predict the future.
A lot of people in this garage, Joey, they wanted those bragging rights to say they won the first dirt race at Bristol. How do you sum up what this moment was like? This race, a cup car on dirt.
Man, it's incredible. How about Bristol on dirt, guys? This is incredible. Unbelievable racetrack. Great job by everyone that prepped the track. Obviously, a lot of work over here the last few days. And, man, we've done a lot of work in the dirt department here the last few weeks with my buddy Ryan Flores and my car chief Jerry Kelly doing a good job with the modified and just making laps and learning where I was going. A lot of that helped.
I feel like this race should have been longer.
Helped a lot too. He has a lot of knowledge, and obviously Paul Wolf, this team, great car, obviously, to be able to execute the race we did, and get a win. I was getting nervous. There's so many first-time winners and different winners than there's typically been. I said we gotta get a win next year. We get in the playoffs, so it's amazing to get this Shell Penzel Mustang.
Hamlin is dumb. Yeah, but it's all good. I don't know why I thought it'd be a good idea to take the outside.
Through this race of the changing track conditions constantly, something you guys have to do normally, but not to this extent. How much of a challenge was that today?
It's definitely a challenge. You know, when they watered the track, the last stage, that kind of changed everything. And Denny and I had a heck of a race because he found grip up top, and I was like, well, I don't know how to do that. So I had to go up there and try to figure that out to defend the lead position, and then eventually just work the lap cars. That was very hard as well. So as it should be, everyone's racing to stay on a lead lap. So was able to get through them as needed, and of course the late race caution. But man, what an amazing team! Everyone at Team Penske really put together some really good cars to come here and you know, wing it. That's what this is about. Nobody really knew what to put in the car, and we were able to adjust the right way throughout practice and get into victory lane. It's great.
Congratulations.
So close today. We saw you working very hard on the top lane at the end of that race. Couldn't quite get it to come in. Did the damage have a factor there, and you getting up to the wall at the very, very end?
Yeah, probably, but you know, I really couldn't see a whole lot. I was kind of guessing, but I mean, I thought I just could on that last restart.
He gave the checkered flag to a kid. That's pretty cool.
Top end hard, but you know, they didn't prep it in between cautions like they did before, so it was just marbles up there. But probably this whole FedEx Camry team. Man, I thought I had a shot there. I cut the 22, too many breaks there when he was cutting us off, and I just.
Hamlin is a pussy.
You know,
Well, damn.
car, it looked like they're in the long run, but
Ethan's got some fighting words.
You know, we're third best again.
Thanks, Tony.
So for the first time since 2014, we have 7 different winners to start the season, as Joey Logano wins one for the 10th straight year in the NASCAR Cup Series.
I think next week will be the first repeat winner, or 2 weeks from now. Yeah, next week is an off week. We will be coming back, though, in 2 weeks for the Martinsville race. I'll be here, obviously. I actually wasn't going to be streaming that race. We had planned to go to New York City for the Mets games, but then they changed a bunch of bullshit, so now we're not going. But, yeah. Choke a win like he choked a championship.
Geico. Save even more when you bundle home and car insurance.
Millions of people are saying yes to Allegra, including the experts. It's the #1 allergist-recommended brand.
Choosing the outside after you lost time the last 10 laps. Yeah, that was such a dumb move. Like, I don't know why he would do that. But yeah, I had a good stream today until it fucking shut down, and then I had to start a part 2. But yeah, I streamed for over 7 hours today, so that's cool. But yeah, I want to thank you guys for watching, and peace out.